It's official. This Diddy trial is no longer just about Cassie. What started as a disturbing yet narrow case focused on her testimony has now spiraled into something no one saw coming. This isn't tabloid fuel anymore. We're talking federal courtroom shifts, leaked summaries from insiders, silent audio playbacks, and an avalanche of resurfaced clips that are basically dragging half of Hollywood into the mud. The internet's working overtime, the streets are buzzing, and the people involved, yeah, they're probably sweating harder than they ever have. So, here's what's just happened. After weeks of the prosecution laying out Cassie's story, the alleged abuse, the infamous freak-offs, and Diddy's controlling behavior, things took a sharp turn. According to courtroom spectators and online leaks, prosecutors have moved beyond Cassie. The focus has now zoomed in on audio recordings, and not just any tapes. These are supposedly graphic, explicit tapes involving Diddy, Will Smith, and Meek Mill. Yeah, this is not Twitter hearsay anymore. This is reportedly being played in open court. It all started when video footage from a hotel lobby was shown a few days ago. No audio, just visuals. Everyone assumed that was as far as it would go. But now, insiders are saying that audio was played behind closed doors, and it left the entire room frozen. No phones allowed, no journalists recording, just complete silence. One source described the clip as male-on-male graphic and undeniable. The kind of silence that doesn't just happen unless what's being heard is serious. And if that wasn't enough to shock the room, it gets deeper. After this moment, new witnesses were announced, and they're not randos looking for clout. These are ex-ad boy artists, former staff, people who worked under Diddy, toured with him, stayed at his party. These are people who've seen things from the inside. People who might have stayed quiet for years, but are now ready to speak up under legal protection. One of those voices, Dawn Richards. You might remember her from Danny Kane, one of Diddy's former girl groups. She testified recently and later was spotted looking visibly frustrated and drained, caught on paparazzi cam while leaving court. Insiders say her testimony backed Cassie's story. She straight up admitted that Diddy did horrible things. That's not gossip. That's court transcript material. And then there's Diddy's daughter. If you needed a moment that really hit home how bad things are getting, it was her walking out of that courtroom. No smugness, no attitude, just blank, dead silent, pale and shaken. Paparazzi didn't even try to yell out questions. She didn't even look up. Now, insiders claim her reaction happened right after the audio was played, which just adds to the intensity of what might have been heard inside. The implications here go far beyond legal trouble. This is now about reputation, family legacy, and a network of secrets involving some of the most powerful people in entertainment. Will Smith's name being dropped wasn't just a throwaway. It's reportedly tied to the audio. And the internet, of course, wasted no time. Old clips, side-eye interviews, podcast moments, everything about Will and Diddy's past interactions started resurfacing. One interview that exploded again online. Comedian Lunel casually saying Diddy and Will were clapping each other's cheeks. She said it so casually most people didn't even catch it the first time around. This time, everyone caught it, and the internet ran with it. But then came the deeper rabbit hole. Fans started revisiting clips of Will with Jaden Smith. The affectionate kisses, the overly playful energy. Once seen as a quirky dad, now it was being re-watched through a completely different lens. People were saying it didn't feel right. The tone shifted. And then came the nuclear moment. Brother Ballo, Will Smith's former assistant, dropped his own set of allegations that made everything even harder to ignore. He claimed to have personally seen Will engaging in explicit acts, graphically describing a moment where Will allegedly played with another man's junk and tried to finger his right. That wasn't even the most shocking part. Bell went on to say he once walked in on Dwayne Martin and Will, saying Dwayne was bending Will over a couch like a yoga instructor.
With his nipple and trying to put his finger up his right?
And then Bilal dropped the nuclear take, saying actor Dwayne Martin was bending Will like a yoga instructor. Fans didn't even know how to process that one.
So, all right, I open the door to Dwayne's dressing room, and that's when I see Dwayne and having sex with Will.
Let me process that for a second.
There was a couch, and Will was bent over on the couch, and Dwayne was standing up, killing him. Murder, like murder. It was murder in there.
People were already skeptical, but when Will tried to publicly deny any real connection to Diddy, it only made things worse, especially because fans instantly pulled out photo evidence showing them at events, hugging, laughing, partying like besties.
Bullshit. I ain't been nowhere near that, man. I ain't been none of that stupid shit. So whenever y'all hear it, if somebody say that, it's a damn lie. I don't even like baby oil.
So now, courtroom revelations are colliding with years of public speculation, and it's not looking good for anyone involved. Because if the audio was real and the rumors were right all along, now let's talk about the other name dropped in court, Meek Mill. As soon as news broke that Meek was allegedly involved in Diddy's freak-off tapes, the internet spun into chaos, and so did Meek. Unlike other celebrities who might have stayed quiet and let it blow over, Meek couldn't resist. He hit back immediately, flooding his timeline with defensive posts that, ironically, only made him look guiltier. This wasn't his first time being linked to Diddy either. For years, fans have side-eyed their dynamic, calling Meek Diddy's favorite intern, pocket puppet, and everything in between. And the evidence? It's all on tape. One viral moment came when Meek was smiling ear to ear next to billionaire Michael Rubin, acting like the remote control was out of his hands.
Why are you doing bunny hops, Meek? Because you got your ass beat in tennis. You got your ass beat. Keep going. Count out loud.
That's the wrong time.
Count out loud.
5,
Kick. Huh?
4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 41, 42.
Keep going. Keep going.
7, 8, 9, 1, 2.
Keep going. Keep going. Don't cheat on your bunny hops. They suck. Your bunny hops suck.
But nothing compares to what resurfaced next. A birthday party Diddy threw for Meek, filled with intimate vibes, shirtless pool energy, and a now infamous moment where Diddy, on camera, called Meek Daddy.
What's up, King Son?
You trying to do it life for us?
Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Fans were relentless. Every time Meek swore, "He ain't fruity," the universe responded with another clip, a screenshot, a tweet, something that looked a little too cozy. And when people dragged him again last week, the same pattern repeated. Immediate defensiveness. Same tone, same denial. But now with court audio hanging over his head, the pressure feels different. But the most disturbing thing, making rounds, isn't even about the celebrities involved. It's the audio. The court hasn't released it to the public. Nobody's leaked it, but insiders say it's that explicit and that explosive that it could change everything if it ever drops. One viral short described it like this: a man being pounded while the diddler laughs in the background.
He had a recording of Meek and Diddy making love.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was love. Okay, you have it? Let's hear it.
Whether we have closed courts and secret evidence in this country, and the press was making the point that we have neither, and that if they're presenting big, important evidence in a criminal trial, it can't just be closed off to the public, that it's completely understandable that these videos would not be disseminated, posted on the internet, or anything like that. But the idea that the government can try someone and try to put them in prison for life and just have secret evidence, that just doesn't bode with what goes on in our country.
So the question is, why hasn't the audio gone public yet? Legal reasons? Damage control? Or are the people in it just too powerful? At this point, it's not just about what happened in court. It's about what hasn't happened yet. The public hasn't heard the audio, the media hasn't leaked a single second, and the people allegedly on those tapes are still walking around like none of this is real. But fans aren't buying the silence. From the poolside daddy clip to the courtroom chaos, people are piecing things together on their own. And honestly, the internet might have done more digging than the FBI at this point. So now the question is, do you think the government is holding back the full truth? Are these audio tapes too damaging to go public? Or are the names involved simply too big to expose fully? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.